calling here to show you a breathing exercise which is particularly helpful for people with bad posture, people that tend to be under a lot of stress and tend to breathe more shallowly into their chest, people that tend to be kind of hunched up and tense a lot of their day and on the go, go, go. So what we want to do is we want to create more space for you to get in oxygen into your system, because that actually brings a lot of health and life into your body. So in order to do this, the first thing we want to do is focus on posture. So we want to put you in a good postural position in order to do this. And good posture does not mean pulling your shoulders back and down. That's a fallacy. All that really does is compress your upper rib cage, make it harder to get a deep breath. So what I'm going to have you do instead is imagine that your rib cage is like a cylinder, and that whole cylinder is going to lift up as if there's a string attached to the top of your head, elongating your spine and lifting this whole cylinder upward and away from your hips. So it's just a subtle shift. It's a shift from here to here. And what you'll find is that as you make that shift, what will happen is your shoulders will naturally go back to where they're supposed to, and your head will no longer be forward, it'll start to go back as well. So it's a really, really nice way to start to open up your rib cage and now allow you to take deeper breaths and also have your spine in better alignment so that you're not putting pain and strain patterns into the back of your neck and between your shoulder blades. So now that you're in this good postural position, the next thing we're going to do is start the breathing. So for the breathing, if you can imagine filling up a cup. When you fill up a cup, you're going to fill it from the bottom upward. And then when you pour that cup out, it pours out and empties from the top downward. And that's what our breath is going to be like. What you're going to do is breathe into the bottom of your abdomen and slowly upward, all the way up and into the upper chest. And then when you breathe out, it's going to be all the way down. So you're going to try and do this fairly slowly. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I'll just kind of signal with my hands where my breath is at. Just like so. So ideally, I would have you start with doing just 10 breaths like this. What you'll also find is that this tends to calm down your fight or flight response. So if you are a person that tends to be on that kind of fight or flight a lot and under a lot of stress, this will calm down the vagus nerve, which takes you out of your fight or flight response and puts you more into your prefrontal cortex, your more calm and collected self. So this has a lot of benefits to it, obviously. We're focusing more on the breathing part from the standpoint of opening up the lungs and helping the diaphragm here, the muscle underneath the rib cage, to drop down in order to get that better lung capacity and stop using the muscles in through the front of the neck in order to lift the rib cage up. So this tends to get your breathing pattern regulated, gets your posture in a better position, also helps to calm your nervous system.